This will be video 3 of 3. I have more videos to come on it. This will be my last one at this time. But, you know, we look at this. I did, my last video was First Amendment audits of, let me move this around here just real quick. It'll take just a second. First Amendment audits of 2021. Just to see what would pull up. And what I did is I put in the search engine as First Amendment audit, and then I put the year. And, you know, I'm still getting quite a few different names here, but the premise of this is that nobody's really watching the auditors like they're just not. I mean, YouTube content, we can find several that they've got 8-9 million viewers, and they're just not watching the auditors like they think they are, and they can get more audience, which is what the whole premise of it is to get more people involved, or I would assume that's what it is. But this out of 2017, we have something that pulled up that says, and that's the first thing that come up. I mean, I can go on down, as you can see, and you know, FBI and stuff like that. But this is the search engine I used. I put First Amendment Audit 2017 in, and what pulled up was these men attacked an old man, but they didn't know he was not. And I'm sure I could pull that up and find out that something else 3 weeks ago, 1.1 million. You know, that's down this line. That has nothing to do with First Amendment audit. It's somebody put keywords in there for that search. So, and then I go over here and I say First Amendment audit Rockwell or Collins, Richardson PD, News Now Dallas. And News Now Dallas, you know, that was 4 years ago. He's got 337K. This guy does a really good job of doing an audit. He doesn't escalate it. I don't think I've ever seen this guy in cuffs, and if I did, I missed something. And maybe I haven't fully looked at his channel, but I don't ever think I've ever seen him get put in cuffs. And then we move over. There's James Madison audit 1 year ago. I don't know why that pulled up that way. This just tells you your search engines. You're not putting this out there the right way. Apparently I'm not either, because I'm just throwing a video together, but eventually somebody's going to read this and see this, and it's going to get back to some of you guys. You know, David, Patrick, News Now OKC, you know, all those California guys. There's some over in North Carolina. James Madison. Then we go over here. Here we go. Right here. 4 months ago. See, I put 2017 in, and News Now Community comes up, which is David. So people are still watching his content because it came up in that particular search engine. Now he's only got, it was 4 months ago video, and as you can see, Patrick's the main star right on the front page with something over his head. I'm sure he said something that pissed this officer off to put him in cuffs. No doubt about it, because he does it every time. He's got little man syndrome. I don't know what he's got. I don't know what this kid's problem is. And he's a kid. He's a young kid. And maybe he wants to keep up with David, but David does it right. And he could get David several times. I'm sure he could get David in trouble being with him. Walking after dark is the crime. No, they shouldn't have been put in cuffs. They shouldn't have been arrested, but this guy can't shut his mouth, this Patrick young man. He can't shut his mouth long enough to keep him out of trouble. Matter of fact, I watched a video with David and Patrick in it. David's over there, put me in cuffs, take me to jail. Because here's the deal. You won't spend maybe a half a day in jail before they figured out that they arrested you for no crime, and they're going to let you go. You're not even going to have a court date. And David, I think you know that. Patrick, he ain't learned that yet. He can't shut his mouth. And I think you know, and his viewership is going down because nobody cares about him anymore. He just won't shut up. He don't know how to shut up. And he's aggravating. It's hard to watch him. But that was 4 months ago there. And I think David went into a municipal, I don't know, it was probably city council and mayor stuff, and he went in there and spoke, and they arrested him right away. And There's a whole bunch of stuff went on with that particular arrest on this particular film, but it was really weird as I pulled up First Amendment Audit 2017 and News Now Community come up in that. And we can move on down the road here. There's Johnny 5-0. Johnny 5-0's been around a long time. It's been on YouTube a while. This is 3 years ago. LAPD, West Los Angeles Police Department, First Amendment Audit. Johnny 5-0, he's been in Oklahoma. That's where I'm at, Oklahoma. And it was 3 years ago. 285K. Nobody's looking at it, Johnny. There's something going on. You guys are being too much of a dick to these officers, and nobody likes you to be a dick, and they ain't gonna watch it. I mean, I'm just telling you. The auditor is getting more views, taking your content that he doesn't even have to make, and he doesn't have to sit out there for hours trying to get the content, and he's getting more viewership off of his stuff because he's doing it the right way. And I think that's more educational. You're not educating nobody when you cuss them or call them out on their bullshit. You're just not educating them. So anyway, my point is, if you just look, this is my search engine, and look who's coming up. None of these auditors that are popular, the only way they're getting any recognition is from their subscribers. And I'm sure some of them have 100,000 subscribers by now. I mean, I think David, at News Now Community has been doing this for at least 5 years or so. It took him that long to get them, but he's got them. Apparently, there's some kind of rule on YouTube that you can't go live until you get so many subscribers or followers or whatever it may be. But that's my point. And just when you want to go out and audit it, we want you to audit it. We want you to audit every town that you can audit. But do it with dignity and respect these people doing their job. They're making an hourly living. They're trying to feed their family, and they may be doing it wrong. But the best way to do it, I always think the best way to do it is to go in and talk to the chief of police, and don't escalate these people into arresting you. And you wouldn't get arrested half the time you do. And I guarantee you, your content would get way more viewership than the way you're doing it now. But that's just my opinion, and I'm out.